swear to God, if you open your mouth and start singing a pre-chorus, I'm gonna... That's it.
Hold that thought.
All right, we're good. Keep going.
So we finished For You in Your Denial, again, as a teaser, sort of to just get everyone excited about the release of the record, and it picked up its own traction, and so that's why people are like calling it a proper single. But really, we put most of our effort into Hang You Up. The song's pretty heavy. It's kind of about, you know, taking a step back when we started the hiatus, and you know, missing it, and like kind of having that love-hate relationship. Like, things got really tough for us, but I really miss playing in the band.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan's the narrator, so I can't really speak for him, but that's kind of like the gist of the song, lyrical. And Chris was like, hey, you guys usually do like big epic videos, but I think, you know, if we do like something kind of really focused, it may be a little too heavy with the content of the song. So let's have some fun with it. And we'd never done like a lighter video. We all do, you know, tell a lot of jokes. We're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Group of guys when we get together. So we were kind of like, I don't know if we want to put out something that's supposed to be funny, because if it's not funny, then you just really suck.
Yeah.
Right? So, but Chris did a great job. He made us look good, and the video's kind of funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Couple ideas really translated well. So, and MTV and Fuse have gotten behind it, and Much Music in Canada, and so I mean we're really blessed right now. Yellowcard's it's a good place to be in Yellowcard land.
Yeah, it seems like it. You see, you know, I mean, you've been playing music for a long time. Do you still get nervous before going on stage, or do you kind of get used to it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I get nervous about a couple different things. It's like, you know, you never want your expectation to be higher than what's going on. So if you're like, oh man, the show's gonna be amazing, and then you kind of like set yourself up. So I get nervous for like the really big shows, like New York City, you know, like just because a lot of like other business people come out, you know. I love, and then the relationship with the audience takes over, and then I forget about everything.
Yeah.
Like, I do get a little butterflies before, like for instance, we played in Chicago for like 4,000 people, and I was like, oh man, that's a lot of people. So tonight, Boston's one of my favorite cities. I've been walking around. I know the game's next door. So it's pretty rad. I like being here.
So I know you mentioned one of your favorite songs to play, like, or one of your favorite songs off the new record, but I was wondering, like, a favorite song you like to play on stage, like, across all your albums.
Yeah, I think, you know, for the past 8 years, Believe has been my favorite song.
Oh, I love that one, yeah.
It really gets the crowd going, and the content, what the song means to a lot of different people, you know, our military, and it really just chronicles the heroes of 9/11, and so that's really important as a part of our history. But when I say we, the band and the audience sing it together, it's such an amazing moment, and every night I really sort of catch myself going, I'm in a band, I'm in Yellowcard, and I get to play music. It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty special to have like that connection with your fans.
Yeah, it's a good moment.
What up, family?
What's up, bro?
So the name Yellowcard, I've never really known. Like, is there a meaning behind that, or is it just kind of something that?
Yeah, it's kind of you know, adolescent. But when we were in high school, our group of friends before we were a band, our sort of friend catchphrase was Yellowcard. If you had a party foul, or your parents were out of town, and you spilled a beer on mom's carpet, you get a party foul, you got a Yellowcard. And so we were like, oh man, we've got a show coming up. What are we gonna do? We don't have a name for the band. Yellowcard, and we just kind of ran with it, and that's what it's about. Circle of friends, catchphrase.
So, you know, touring with all these bands, you've toured with a lot of bands over the years. I mean, you mentioned 8 years of straight touring. So, who would you say your favorite band to tour with is, or if you had to pick a band to tour with, who would you want to tour with?
I'll just do a couple.
Yeah.
We had an amazing time on this tour here with All Time Low. It's really been spectacular. The shows are great. The guys are great guys. We hang out every night. So love the All Time Low tour. That's going to go down in history for Yellowcard. And then we have some friends in a band called Amberlin that we toured with a couple years back.
I've seen them a few times.
And they're legendary guys, and so we love hanging out with them.
What do you do around, like, before and after shows? Like when you got some downtime, you?
Well, we're pretty focused again on the music. We're not out getting drunk before we play. You know, we warm up or we relax, take a nap, warm up our voice. You know.
Yeah. And
then, because for us, it's all about the stage show and the relationship with the audience. Afterwards, I like to hang out with fans for a little bit, thank everyone for coming out, and then if I can get away with some friends and grab a beer or whatever, that's kind of what we do.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, I mean, you've been touring a lot. Do you have any like odd or strange stories, funny stories from the road, like something that's happened that just didn't make sense? Or
Yeah, I mean, things can get a little out of hand. I think most recently we were in St. Petersburg. Well, we were in Moscow, Russia. We went around the world. We started this tour in Japan. We met up with All Time Low in England. We went through Russia and Finland. And we were on the train in Moscow on the way to St. Petersburg, on St. Petersburg on the way to Finland. And at customs, they stamped us out of the country. And then the custom agent came through the train and they said, "You're not allowed to have your instruments because they're commercial equipment." And they kicked us off the train in the middle of nowhere. It's like the one rule, like everyone told us, is don't get in a taxi in Russia.
Yeah.
So we had to take a taxi, 2 taxis, from outside of St. Petersburg, wherever Podunk, Russia we were at, into Finland. It was like a 4-hour taxi ride. And we were scared. We thought they're just going to drive us out in the middle of nowhere and shoot us and take our equipment. So that was pretty crazy. That's one of the more wild stories that we have from the road. So thank you, Mr. Russian taxi driver. And thanks to the custom agent that kicked us off the train.
yeah, it sounds crazy. What would you say like the biggest thing for Yellowcard as a band has been, like the biggest moment for you guys? If you could, or a few, if you can think of any.
I mean, we've had some great moments, but just like right now, being on the road after putting out a new record with Neil Avron, traveling the world. So I mean, right now, when you're through thinking "Say Yes" is about seizing the moment, and that's kind of what we're doing. So this is a great moment for us to be able to be where we're at and play music every day. Just you can't ask for anything else.
And I heard you guys, you're going to be doing another like a headlining tour this summer, right?
We are. We're going to co-headline with Good Charlotte. We're going to play mostly cities that we missed. So I mean, 4 weeks from now is a little close to coming back and tour everybody.
Definitely.
So, but we missed a lot of cities. We used to tour the United States really heavily. We're going to do that, and then we'll go to South America and Australia, and hopefully we'll come back and headline the entire United States in the fall, like October. So hopefully save up your pennies or your bar money and come see Yellowcard in the fall.
All right. Well, last question here. I want to know, like, what do you love most about the Yellowcard fans?
Just the support. I mean,
Support.
just undying love to come out, and whether it's hanging out with us or singing as loud as they can, or some people make us posters. Just you never, say thank you enough for being out here. And I mean, if it wasn't for our fans singing and buying our records, we couldn't do this.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks a lot. I really look forward to seeing you guys play tonight. Sean Mackin from Yellowcard, everybody.
Just close your